And we are live. Welcome, everybody. I was sitting here waiting for the show to start, and then it dawned on me I didn't have the iPad set up so that it would be ready when I needed to share screen. So let me go ahead and get that ready so that once we're on and ready to go, I'll be all set. Hey, Carol at My Blessed Nest. It's good to have you here. I'm getting my iPad ready. I forgot to do that, and I'm hoping it works tonight. It's been acting a little janky. So there it goes. And now let me get up this other channel. Can you guys believe I've been sitting here for 5 minutes? I just been chatting with Vamsi, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm all ready to go, and hadn't got the iPad set up. So there. I better set this way so it doesn't fall off. Hang on a second. And there we go. And let me get the sound off of that one. Okay. All right. So I'm all set tonight, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give the greeting, and then we'll get started. On this episode of YouTube Talk, we're going to take a look at how to use comments from your viewers to help you identify those videos that you need to make to help you grow your YouTube channel one subscriber at a time. You want to increase your watch time and grow your viewers. This is a hack that should help. And our inspiration for tonight, or our assigned video, is from Think Media, and it is the post these videos to grow on YouTube, the 80/20 hacks. But before we get into that, welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. If you want to grow your influence through YouTube, hit that subscribe button and tap the little bell icon so you don't miss any of our strategy sessions. And if you've joined us on the replay, welcome to you as well. I encourage you to walk through the exercises that you're going to see us go through tonight, and then try to generate some of your own video ideas. And please leave me a comment to let me know some of the video ideas you've come up with. So as we work through tonight's session, the ladies that are on tonight, they're going to drop comments and let me know what some video ideas for themselves. But then for those of you that are here on the replay, do the same thing. Drop some comments in the replay. And as always, I'll provide updates on open invites and collabs. And whereas I will typically have those in the description box tonight, I don't have that done yet because I got some new ones in. So I need to get my list updated. So I'll get that done tonight, though. And then I'll get the post on the community tab tonight as well. I'm taking care of that tonight so that tomorrow it's already done. So if there's something you need to update me for tonight, try to get it done tonight so I can have that in for tomorrow's post on the community tab. So I'm going to do my greeting. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask you guys, what you sipping on? I just got ice water. I had a great dinner. I had leftovers tonight, which was shepherd's pie, and it was delicious. But I made my husband a brunch. I made him our usual Valentine's Day brunch, and I made him shrimp and grits. And I used a different recipe, and I didn't get it done until closer to noon. So it was more like I said, brunch, and it was very hearty. And we were still full for a while. So he was going to have dinner ordered in for me. And I said, we're not going to want a full dinner at 6 o'clock. So why don't we save the ordered in dinner for tomorrow? So he's going to order in my Valentine's dinner for tomorrow. So you guys can let me know real quick what you had for Valentine's Day dinner while I take a sip and then I give some greetings. So now let me get up here. And let me let you guys know too, one of my subscribers, Vamsi Paranam, is on with us tonight, and she's one of my traditional homemakers, and she jumped on with us tonight just to kind of see what we're doing and what we're talking about. So please welcome Vamsi to our group tonight just to say hi so she feels comfortable. And let's see who else is with us tonight. I know several of you have already jumped on. So there's Carol from My Blessed Nest. She's saying, "Hey, Denise." And oh, I forgot to show you guys. Here's my friend Vamsi Parmenan. So say hello to her, ladies, please. And then I've got Carol from My Blessed Nest. And guys, as I try to manage this, sometimes if you guys put in a lot of comments pretty quickly, or I'm trying to focus on the screen or on the notes, sometimes I miss a comment or I miss a question. And so Blue Skies is on tonight. And then Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life is on too. So if I'm missing a question, could you guys let me know so that I can pick it up later on? And then, of course, there's my sister, Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. And there's Michelle saying, "Hey, y'all." And Penny from At Penny's Place is on. And I Style My Style is on as well. That is Cheryl from I Style My Style. And Miss Congeniality. Hey, Miss Congeniality. She's on with us again tonight. Now, remember, Miss Congeniality is one of my subscribers for my traditional homemakers. And she likes to just kind of jump on and see what we're talking about sometimes as well. So, ladies, be sure and welcome her to our group for tonight as well. And then we've got Concerned Parent. So, hey, Concerned Parent. And you know, Concerned Parent, I've been, several of my traditional homemakers seem to be jumping on tonight. And I did put the note on that this particular show tonight is a YouTube strategy session. So you guys are welcome to stick around, but we're going to be talking YouTube strategy. So you might be bored, but on the other hand, you'll learn how we plan things for you guys on our channels. So there's that. And then here's Blue Skies, my baby sister. She's on tonight as well. And she helps me keep track of things. And then Carol from My Blessed Nest helps me keep track of time. And let's see who else is here. I think, Andrea Mason from the Queen's Court. She's jumped on with us. So, hey, Andrea, it's good to have you as well. And yes, Andrea, I forgot to say happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. I hope you had a good day. I did. It was a very good day. Like I said, this morning, I made my husband our Valentine's Day brunch, and I always make him a special breakfast for Valentine's Day. And I did shrimp and grits. So that's 2 times that I made the shrimp and grits. But I did a different recipe today, and oh my goodness, was it delicious. But that's what I did today. And then we decided to wait on our dinner out. And then Vamsi wants to know when I'm going to upload a new live video. Thursday, Vamsi, I'll do another live traditional homemaker show on Thursday at 7:45. I'll be doing a traditional homemaker show. So you'll probably want to jump in on that one. All right, so I think I have greeted everyone. So now let me go ahead and get started so we can get right into our content as well. One of the things that I wanted to say was we really had a good session last week, or at least I thought that we had a great session last week. And I think since I've learned how to use StreamYard and learn how to share the screen and add different little things like that, I think that the shows have been better because I can show you guys things as well as talk about them. And then I see that my sister Kimberly Davis from A Blessed Home with Kimberly Davis has joined us as well. So hey sisters, it's good to have all of you guys with us. And I see Michelle's drinking cranberry juice tonight. Oh, Cheryl had from I Style My Style has surf and turf for dinner. My Blessed Nest has ice cream. Kimberly Davis has red wine. Carol's got blessed has sweet tea as well. So there's sweet tea with lemon from Carol, water from Cheryl at I Style My Style, and water and coffee is what Blue Skies has. And like I said, red wine with Kimberly Davis, a blessed home there. Carol also has ice cream, I believe. And then Stephanie has water. And let's see. And like I said, Cheryl has surf and turf and cranberry juice for Michelle. I have to remember that I can like click this so you guys can see what people have. And then there's Miss Congeniality. That's one of my friends from my traditional homemaking friends. And she's been here with us so many times. She already knows to throw in a circle for circle up. So, hey, she's going to be an honorary sister for the sister circle. And then Kimberly Davis, they had steak and potatoes. I really wanted to go to the steakhouse tonight, the Texas Roadhouse, because that's what we've done a couple Valentine's Day, but we're not going out to restaurants right now. So that was out. So let's see. Vamsy is giving me kudos. Thank you, Vamsy. I appreciate that. And let's see. I think I caught everybody tonight. And then, oh, Miss Congeniality had chicken and dumplings. Oh, doesn't that sound delicious? And then Blue Skies had chili. So, and yes, Vamsy, I did finish my dinner. So, and then Andrea had Chuck Sweem. So it sounded like we all had something interesting to drink with us and then also for dinner. So now, as I was saying earlier, we really had some good discussion last week. And one of the things that we've been doing is talking about how titles and tags in the description box is so important to helping our channels to grow. And then as we kind of looked at other people's channels and got some direct examples of how that worked, I can really see some changes in what people have been doing on their channels. So that's really good as well. All right, so there's that. If you missed that session last week or any of the other ones, please go back and pick those up. And the assigned videos, because the assigned videos really bring a lot of value to whatever it is that we're talking about. It just helps. So be sure to do that. And then also one of the channels we're going to that's on the hot seat tonight is Khadija at Her Healthy Home. And you guys know Khadija's been on probably for about the last month with us, and she just grew to 1,000 subscribers. She just made that 1,000 subscriber mile marker. So we have got to give her some kudos. So if you guys can throw in some circle ups and give some kudos and claps to Khadija at Her Healthy Home, and hopefully she'll be able to jump on by the time we get to her channel. But if not, if she catches the replay, she'll see where her sisters gave her a shout out and kudos for reaching that 1,000-mile milestone. Now, the nice thing about hitting that 1,000 subscribers is that it unlocks the community tab. And last week, I showed you how to use the community tab, how to schedule a post on the community tab, and how you can make it work for you. Now, I will admit I've not done much with it this week because I've really been busy working on my Apron Diva business, on my shop, the Apron Diva. So I haven't done much with the community tab this week, but I will now that I've got some preliminary things out of the way for my shop. So sounds like Penny from Penny's Place is here, as well as Clarissa. Hi, Clarissa. You know, it's always good to have you here too. And so congratulations are in order. And there are several others of you who just made that 1,000 subscriber milestone or just hit that 2,000 subscriber milestone. So you guys are working it, and I am glad for you. So now also, since I mentioned the 1,000 subscribers, you also are getting toward the point where you can unlock your eligibility to apply for monetization on your channel. But you do have to have 4,000 watch hours plus the 1,000 subscribers. So if you've hit that 1,000 mile marker, but you're falling short on those 4,000 hours, hopefully our discussion tonight can help you come up with some ideas to take care of that. Let's see. And Designers Loft. Oh, hi, Designers Loft. Now, I think Designers Loft, wait a minute, where'd she go? Let me find her again. Oh. Designers Loft, her name is Dee, and she was on with us once before, I believe. That little smiling face just looks familiar. So, ladies, welcome Designers Loft, or Dee again, but I think she's been with us before. So, welcome, Dee. And we've got probably Dee at Dee Lovely Life is probably going to join us tonight as well. And then the other exciting news that I shared last week, that I also want to share again this week is that I am setting up my own apron store, my own apron shop called Apron Diva. And I do have a link in the description box now that you can click on, and that will put you on the list so that when I'm ready to launch the store, I can send you out a notification so you can be the first to know. I got an email from one of the ladies here in the group last week wanting the link to the store. And I'm like, oh, the link's not ready yet. We're still putting some things together. But thanks to Mickey's Blue Skies, we have got the link set up. We've got the homepage set up. So we're doing great with that. So we're doing very well with that. So please sign up on the link in the description box so that when I'm really ready to go and say, hey, we're launching, if you want to place orders, you can do that. So there's that. And then the rest of you guys are chatting with each other. So there's that. I'll let you guys chat. All right. So now our video assignment for tonight is post these videos to grow on YouTube by Think Media. And the founder of Think Media is Sean Cannell. And as you guys know, I am a big Sean Cannell aficionado. Bought the program, drank the Kool-Aid, got the t-shirt, the whole 9 yards. I really like the way he approaches instruction on YouTube. And I bought his course, and so I'm now an affiliate. So I'll put a little link down there when I find it. So if you guys want to check out some of his courses, you can. But the video tonight is very interesting, and I have looked at it a couple of times, and I thought this would be a good video for us to see tonight, because what I wanted you to be able to do is see, number one, how he approaches some of the questions that we ask of him. But let me just share the screen for a second. And share the screen, share the screen. I'm going to share the Chrome tab and share. So now this is the video that I want you guys to watch. And it's only 7.5 minutes. But this guy here that he's talking to asked him a question about how to decide what videos to post on YouTube and how many, because he didn't want his channel to be known only for a certain thing. Now, what does that mean? Well, I do home making videos. I am a traditional homemaker, and I want to be known as a traditional homemaker. But I also do videos on preparing, on how to prepare, on to be a prepper. Now, I don't want to be known only as a prepper. I don't mind that being a part of my brand, because to be a homemaker is to be prepared. But I don't want people to think that's all they're going to find on my channel. So what percentage of prepping videos and what percentage of other videos related to cooking, cleaning, laundry, and that kind of thing do I need to have? And so Sean talked about this 80-20 rule. But this was, no, let me come back so you guys can see me again. Now, let me stop that. And I'm always afraid I'm going to click the wrong button and then, mess up and then get you guys off of there. But the thing that I like about this video is he talks about answering questions that your viewers have, which is important. He talks about answering questions that your viewers have. But here's the other thing that I got out of this video. And I thought this was important because we've had this conversation before. And so not only does he want you to answer the questions that your viewers have, but answer the deeper question that they don't ask. So when you guys look at that video where he's talking to this guy, think about this. This is really heavy. He says, answer the deeper question that they don't ask. And I thought about that, and I thought that makes a lot of sense. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the channels that I wanted us to look at so that you can see what I mean. And the first one we're going to look at is Carol from My Blessed Nest. So I'm going to have to share the screen. And you guys, please excuse me as I talk myself through the steps every time, because I don't want to click the wrong thing. When I was on earlier, I inadvertently clicked off StreamYard and it was gone. I had to sign in all over again. So that's why I talk myself through it. So I'm going to share the screen and share the screen. I think. There we go. And share the screen. And I'm going to pick this. And we want Carol at My Blessed Nest. Share. All right. So now we're going to take a look at Carol's channel. And there's a couple things I want you to see right as we kind of begin to get into it. But as we talk about different strategies here on this show, we are supposed to be executing the strategies as best we can. One of the things that I've encouraged you guys to do, as I've been encouraged by Sean Cannell, is to level up your videos by 1% in every video. So, and then we talked about when your channel pops up and you can only see a couple of lines, what do you see? And this one, it says, you know, when this just shows up on this page, welcome, my name is Carol. My channel is about making my home a place where me and my, don't know what the rest of it is. But when I talk about those first two lines being so important, this is what I mean. Now, let's just take a look at some of the things she's got. Thrift with me, vintage spring decor plus bucket list item. What a great title. Vintage spring decor plus bucket list item. And then look at what you can see. In this video, I take you thrifting with me and then show you my haul. I also found some amazing vintage whatever. And there was something else here. 5 things I thrifted. Decor I use every day. So that kind of thing. So, all right. So now I wanted to take a look at the video, the Valentine's Day decor. So let's go to her channel now. And it's the Valentine's Day decor inspiration. So I think it was this one is the one. And I'm not going to play the sounds because, of course, I don't want to get in trouble. But what I wanted you to do is take a look at the comments. So this particular one was, she's got some vintage music that plays throughout the video. And there were several comments by her viewers about that music, about how much they love that. But there was a comment down here that I thought was very interesting, and it was by Book Witch. So let's find Book Witch. So did I pass it? Because now I don't see it. All right, let me just find it. I'm going too fast, maybe. Let me find the title by Book Witch, or rather the comment by Book Witch. Because I didn't write down what it was. Now I realize maybe I should have wrote the comment down. Not realizing that several people might have pushed other comments down. Okay. Well, there was a comment by Book Witch, and the comment that Book Witch made was that she was loving the juxtaposition of some of the thrifted items that Carol had found with some of the more current items. Some of the things were metal and different things like that. And so she said she really liked the way that was happening. And it was and I thought, okay, so now how can, I might be on the wrong video. Let me just go back for a second. Wasn't that one? Oh, this one. This is the one. I kept thinking that music just didn't sound right. Okay, so it's this video. watch this, and notice the title, Watch This for Valentine's Day Decor Inspiration. That was one of the titles that we had talked about, or at least one of the title formulas that we had talked about. And so as I look down now to find the particular comment, and hopefully I can find it now without too much trouble, since I'm on the right video right here. Book Witch. She said, I'm loving the juxtaposition of vintage, rusty, wicked business end of tools against bits of lace of crochet. She said she likes that. She's talking about the details. And so there was that. And then Simply Becky, which I think must be down a little further maybe. Or is she up a little higher? Simply Becky said that she loves how she loves the way that she has all the pieces displayed and that she loves the music in the background. So now the question is, how can you take those comments or those questions and come up with video ideas? And as I was thinking about that, I thought, well, the question that that Book Witch was saying is, how can I decorate with vintage items or thrifted items? That's the unasked question. So in this comment, she's just saying, I like how you did this, and I like how you did that. But the question is, how can I do that? So that's the unasked question that Carol can take from those comments. And the other question that I thought was unasked, but Carol could also answer, was how do you keep from having a lot of clutter with thrifted items, especially right now as everyone's doing decluttering videos and the minimalism game and all of that? How do I keep from having a lot of clutter with thrifted items? So I thought that would be a good title for that. Now let me stop sharing this and come back over here to StreamYard. So was that helpful at all? Do you guys see how there was a question or that was not asked that you can kind of get out of some of that? So tell me what your thoughts are in regards to that. Okay, so now the next one that I have here on the list for the hot seat is A Blessed Home with Kimberly Davis. So now I'm going to bring Kim up. So I'm going to share screen again. And let me find her. So here's that, just that title page. When I type in Kimberly Davis, this is all that pops up. And again, when you see what's in those first two lines, hello loves, I'm Kimberly. I'm a wife, mother of four sons. Girl, there's a lot of testosterone going on in that house. And a grandma who loves sharing all things something. Not sure what, but these are the first two lines we see. And then when we look down here and see the videos, well, first of all, notice Kimberly obviously loves red because we got a lot of red going on here. And I already know that red's her favorite color. And then here's some different titles that you can kind of see. And then look at this one. We talked about the use of numbers in your titles. So Valentine's Day Home Tour 2021, that puts a date in it. So again, some numbers there. Valentine's Day Dinner for Two. Fondue melting pot inspired. Well, after watching the video, I realized the melting pot was a restaurant that they had in her area. And then Clean and Decorate with Me in My Kitchen for Valentine's Day, different things like that. So those are just the different titles she's got going on. But let's see. Valentine's Day Home Tour. Okay, so this is the video that we're supposed to take a look at. So got that off because, like I said, don't want to get in trouble for the music. But now, one of the questions as I was looking at this video, one of the things, and this one was by Lotta Bailey. Let's see if I can find that. This one here, Lotta Bailey. She says, I love how everything is all tied in. Beautifully done. Everything is all tied in. And then there is a person named Time right here. Said everything has a, oh, I didn't realize I still have that up there. I'll get it off once we leave here. I have to find it. But I didn't realize that one thing was still up on the screen. But Time right here says, I'll get it up higher so you can see it. Everything has a nice, cozy, romantic feel. A cozy, romantic feel. And so I thought Kimberly could answer the question that they're not asking, which could be, how can I create a cozy, romantic feel in my house? So I was thinking maybe a how-to video where she even takes some of the clips or some of the footage from where she's done different things and shows how she put this piece here and this piece here and how all of this works together to give it a cozy, romantic feel. Because people are saying, you know, I like that. And if you look at all the comments that she's gotten, like absolutely gorgeous, can you do mine next? That kind of thing. And what they want to know is, how can I get that? How can I create that warm, cozy, blessed home, that blessed feeling in my house? So there was that. So teach me how to make this work for me. And then Marine Nettles is where? I think she was toward the bottom. Right here. Yeah, way at the bottom. Marine Nettles. She said, where did you get that mirror from on the stairs? And I thought, what question is she asking that she didn't come out and say, which is, how can I find those kind of things to use to decorate my house? How can I do that in my house? And also, you know, I may not have the same budget that you have. So where can I find something nice or something similar, but on my budget for my house? So that was the question she didn't ask. She asked you where you got it. And you might say, oh, I picked this up at Marshall's or to the different nice stores you guys have in your area. But the real question is, where are some places that I can look that I might be able to find something similar that can make my house feel cozy and beautiful? So there's that. Okay. So then I wanted us to also take a look at the Valentine's Day dinner for two.
This is the top.
So in this one of the things that I thought about right away when I saw this was these fondue sets, which I haven't seen a fondue set in forever. But my first thought was, well, I hope she's got those in her Amazon store, in her affiliate link. So in case someone wants to click on that and try to purchase one, they can. Now, she does tell us that you can find these at thrift stores because really you don't see a lot of fondue pots anymore. They were the thing earlier, but now they're not as popular. But if you've got them at home, you can certainly use them. And she had lots of good comments on this video. But here was one of the ones that I thought was most interesting. And this was from Wanda Everett right here. And Wanda said, you know, everything is, you know, cute and all that kind of thing. But she said, I love how you set up your buffet. I would love to see more how you set your buffet up for gatherings. So her question is, I also have family gatherings. Show me how to set up my buffet in my home for family gatherings. So that's And she directly came out and asked that question. I'd like to see more how you set your buffet up. Well, she said, I'd like to see more how you set your buffet up for gatherings. But the unasked question was, I want to be able to set up a buffet in my house that really looks nice. What are some of the things that I need to do? What are the different levels or layers or whatever do I need to do to be able to set a buffet up at my house? What do I need? That's the unasked question. So these are like video ideas that you can get to get more views on your channel. Now let's see. Rosalind Dudley said something. Now, I can't remember now what Rosalind asked for. And I thought I saw her name. I also think it's interesting that a lot of the people that follow Kimberly also follow me and many of us, because I've seen some of the same names here and there. So here's Rosalind right here. Right here. And this was her question. She said, she liked this melting pot was there in California, but they closed, whatever. But her question was, will other items cook sufficiently in this pot? How long does it take? So her question is, if I have one of those pots, can I do something in it besides make a fondue? And several of the other people had a similar comment like, oh, I've got a fondue pot and I never did anything in it besides melt cheese. So 3 tips on how to use your fondue pot, or 3 foods you can cook in your fondue pot, or just each can be a video, something just similar. But those I thought were the unasked questions, the deeper questions that could possibly come out of some of the comments on this video. Because Ann Byer, who is I don't see where she is. Let's see, Ann Byer. Well, Ann Byer said, I didn't know you could use a fondue pot like that. So she's in there somewhere. So video idea is other ways you can use a fondue pot. And then when I look at my title, and I don't know if you can see this, but when I look at my title formula guide, how to use a fondue pot, 3 different ways. 10 ways to use a fondue pot. Let's see. 3 easy recipes to make in a fondue pot. And that kind of thing. So those are just some ideas for there. So, okay. So now I'm going to stop sharing this and come back over here to StreamYard. So now I haven't been, so looks like you guys are chatting over here. So that's a good thing. And I hope you guys are finding this helpful. So again, what I'm trying to get you to think about as you look, oh, thank you, Kimberly. I really thought a lot about, what I can do to really make these sessions more helpful. Now that I'm learning more how to use the technology, I thought, okay, how can we actually apply this information? And you guys know, one of the things that I've really been trying to encourage you to do is to niche down and do those things that really will help you increase your watch time. Notice I'm not saying increase your subscriber count, because what we know now is that watch time is king. So what can you do to increase your watch time? And if your watch time goes up, your subscriber count will follow. So those were just some ideas for that. So now the next one, and is her healthy home on, you guys? Has she jumped on? Okay, so good. Penny said this has been, let's see, let me get people up here. And you guys, or Mickey Blue Skies, when I leave this little thing up here too long, what I realized when I look down here at my iPad, it's right across the middle of the screen and you can't see stuff. But when I'm sharing the screen, it's not up here, so I don't see it. So either somebody could put a little note that says, move the bar, move the comment, or something like that, so I can get it off of there. But Kim says she's liking these ideas, so that's good. And then Penny says that these are being helpful. Good. So that is good. And let's see. So Dalutsu said she had no idea what a fondue pot is or was. So she's glad to be here. And Dalutsu, I don't know if they have fondue pots. I believe you told me you were in Nigeria. I think you said you were. I don't know if they have those kind of pots there, but okay. So, oh, thank you. Clarissa said my info is always helpful. So that's good. And let's see. And yes, Michelle said that when we talked earlier that she noticed that her videos with more views had more non-subscribers watching it than subscribers. Hey, you know what? The only reason subscribers count now, from my perspective, is that when you're trying to get a sponsor deal or if you want to become an affiliate, sometimes they want to know, well, how many subscribers do you have? They also want to know how many unique visitors do you have every day or whatever. But YouTube wants to know your watch time. AdSense wants to know your watch time. Now, they do want to know your demographics for your subscribers so they can generate the right ads, but they want the watch time. So there we go. There's that. Okay. I'm not sure what Bomsey is asking about the time. So can you guys help her with that? Let's see. All right. So I'm going to get that off of there so that it's not blocking. So that was Kim's, and I wanted to do her healthy home, but I'm going to do hers later since I know Style with Stacy, I believe, is on. So let me go to Stacy, but I'll come back to her healthy home because I know Stacy's on. So let's get her done while she's on. So I am going to share the screen and click that and that and that and that. Okay. So now here we are with Design and Style with Stacy, and she's changed her name just a little bit, I believe, because the Design and Style with Stacy is just a little bit new. And I think one of the things that she said she's going to do for 2021 is kind of niche down to the things that she really wanted to do. But anyway, let me go ahead and click on her channel so that we have the right things up. And then the video that I wanted us to look at was the Style and Elegant and Romantic something. So let me find it. It was I think it was to how to create a romantic evening. Oh, I think it was this one. I remember looking at this one. Yeah, I remember looking at this one. And one of the comments that I saw in here from Gladys, who was one of our sisters from Gigi Fasan, Decor with that. I don't see where was Gladys's comment. Well, whatever. Gladys said she likes how Stacy used candles to create a romantic evening. And that was what she did. She used candles to create a romantic evening in the in the video. And the question that wasn't asked is, how can I create this romantic table setting in my home? And then there were different people that said they really liked the gold deer and how she had mixed her metals in this one, like how the red and the gold goes together very well. They talked about loving the centerpiece and the different styling ideas. And so the question is, And this one was love the different plate settings. So the question is, how can I do this on my channel? So what I thought Stacy could consider doing was a video where she shows how to use different, maybe non-traditional pieces or pretty eclectic pieces to pull together to make a glamorous tablescape or a glamorous home decor or something like that. And then there was this video, which was her restoration hardware. Her restoration hardware video. And many of the people made comments about how beautiful were some of the pieces that she got here. Now, let me see if I can find them. So, like, fun, relaxing videos. So the music that she played was very relaxing. So that was a good thing. This place is amazing. Everything's so beautiful and elegant. Love the mirror that you picked up there. Talked about gold faucets and things like that. So now, what are some of the unasked questions or video ideas that Stacy can come up with this? Well, it could be how to find really excellent, how to find home decor items at Restoration Hardware, or how to find glamorous home decor items thrifting. Because typically when I think about doing resale or secondhand shops, I'm not thinking about finding anything glamorous. But it looked like if this Restoration Hardware, they had lots of really nice things. So the question that was unasked is how to use pieces from thrift stores to renovate or remodel or to decorate your home. So those are some of the things that they are asking. And then on the holiday tablescape, let's find that one, which is the one that I had first. Sorry about that. Stop. Okay. So on the holiday tablescape, there were several questions that people, comments that people made about layering. I love how you layered this or that. And you can see a little bit of the layering here with like the different layers with the metal, or it looks like metal and glass there. You've got a kind of an some kind of a lacy thing there. You've got those things there, and then other stuff there. So there were several comments about how beautiful the tablescape was. I love the layering and how you use the napkin rings. And you can see here's a napkin ring right there. And it's kind of a metallic silver napkin ring over a linen napkin. And then you can see some of the glass and metallic looking plates and that kind of thing. And then Elegant Designs by B. No, well, before that one was, let's see, Twinsational. Here was Twinsationals. Twinsational Rhonda and Shonda said, loving all the layers of your tablescape and the napkin rings are cute. Elegant Designs by B. Love the fall to winter centerpiece, beautifully designed. And then Danielle, the domestic goddess or domestic scientist, right here, said, I love your mixed metals and the reindeer. So now, what were the unasked questions? Well, the unasked questions, the deeper meanings were, how can I do this at my house? How do I pull these kind of things together to make the different layers that I need to create a beautiful tablescape at my house? How can I do this on a budget? They didn't say it, but you know, right now today, we all need a budget. How can I use the things at home to create an elegant tablescape with the multi-layering and that kind of thing? So those are the questions that they didn't ask. They just left a lot of really nice comments. But underneath the comments were questions. So there you go. All right, so now let's see what we're talking about over here. Okay. So yeah, you guys, if you, Bamsy is asking about times for the next video. I am not good right now at making sure that I'm getting videos up at the same time every week. I'm going to be trying to do my traditional homemaking show either every Thursday or every other Thursday at 7:45 on Thursdays. But the other stuff right now, I'm just kind of all over the place. So if you guys can let Bamsy know the dates that you guys are going to be coming up with your shows, that'll be kind of nice because then she can follow some of you guys too. All right, so somebody's talking about posting videos, a lot of videos in one day. I think Designer's Loft is getting discouraged about getting a few views, and that happens sometimes when you first get started. The question, D, is how are you working your titles, your thumbnails, and your description boxes and your tags? We had conversations on the last few weeks about titles and tags and thumbnails and how you can make that work better for you. That's really important in getting the click so that people can watch your videos, but don't get discouraged. We all start out with just people watching one or two, getting one or two views, and then it kind of gradually goes up. And then Kimberly Davis is absolutely right, D, that it's not a good idea to post 3 videos in one day. You should only post 1 video a day, and if at all possible, maybe have a few days in between so that you can give time for that video to get traction. Because if you post the first video, you haven't given it a long enough time for people to really get an idea as to what it's about, or for the algorithm to pick up what it's about, and for people to see it before you've got another one up so that, oh, well, we'll watch the new one, and sometimes they miss the older one. So 1 video a day. And if you're new, 1 video a day, one video a day, 1 video a week when you first get started, so you have the time to research properly before you throw that video up. So Daluzu said sometimes she gets excited and uploads 3 and then only 1 gets a few views. Yeah, Daluzu, 1 a week or maybe 2 a week, but not 3 in one day. No. All right, so let's see. Aunt is on. Hey, Aunt, good to have you with us. So there's Aunt. She just jumped on. Ordine is co-signing Kim. And then Aunt is saying hello to everybody, who her name is Antoinette, and we call her Aunt. Ordine says she struggles getting 1 up in a month. How can somebody get 3 up in a day? I hear you. And then Vamsy, Michelle's posting videos every Sunday this month, so that helps you out right there. And so Dee says she's gotten better with thumbnails and tags, but also your titles. You got to get better with all of those. So even if you can get them done in 5 minutes, you got to make sure your titles, your description box, and also when you start your videos, that what you're saying matches your title and that description box. So there's a lot that goes into it. So you want to really try to press research before you press record, and then make sure you get all those goodies written into your description box and that kind of thing. All right. You guys are having some good conversations over there. Okay, so good. Okay, so we've taken a look at those. Let's see, who have we not looked at? So I'm going to take a look at, let me mark off who we've already looked at. We got Carol at My Blessed Nest. We got Kimberly Davis. We did, oh, Clarissa. Let's do Clarissa. She's on with us, so we'll go ahead and do her. So share. Let's see, Clarissa is right there. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at A Cozy Lifestyle with Clarissa Coward. Just look how alliterative that is. Cozy Clarissa Coward. A Cozy Lifestyle with Clarissa Coward. Love it. Okay. So the video that I wanted, let's see, I think with Clarissa, we're just going to take a look at what she's got. Oh, and then we'll come back to Mary at Rocky Mountain Gardens, because I think Mary is on with us too. So we'll get her done next. So when we look at Clarissa, let's just take a look at her table for two. Well, no, we don't want to do that. Let's look at her organization video. We'll look at that one. Refrigerator organization, clean with me.
Hi, friend, and welcome back.
All right, so Refrigerator Organization 2021, Clean with Me, Kitchen Organization Series 2021. Notice the title. She's got a lot packed in there. Refrigerator Organization 2021. She's got the date in there, and right now everyone's looking at that kind of stuff. So she is right on trend with that. And then Clean with Me is always big. Kitchen Organization Series 2021. So we know it's a series. So now let's see what kind of comments she may have gotten. And let me get a sip. Just so we can just see. So this one says, love the juice bottles. I'm going to look for several of your containers. Thank you for sharing. And now they're feeling inspired to clean their fridge. This one says she's put off working on her fridge, and so now she's going to do it. Let's see what other people have said. This one has a bad refrigerator. She says she's never posted a picture of her fridge because there's a reason for it. And this one talked about a bacon keeper, and then looking for something to use so that she can avoid having to throw out food so that it doesn't get kind of slimy. So she did a refrigerator organization video. And so what it looks like, people are saying they've enjoyed the way she organized her refrigerator. And they're saying like this, like that, beautiful job, blah, blah, blah. What's the unasked question? How do I go about organizing my own refrigerator? So here, where Clarissa is doing a clean and organize with me, the next video could be a tutorial where she talks about how to organize your refrigerator. And Clarissa, a video that I would encourage you to take a look at that talks about that is the Organized Soprano. She's got 3 or 4 videos about how to organize a refrigerator. And I got one myself that I'm working on, but it's going to be a minute before it comes out. But there's a science behind refrigerator organization. It was like, who knew? So there might be something that you might do in regards to that. Now, you might have even mentioned in this video, because I didn't look at all of it, but you might have mentioned in this video where you got your different containers. And let me just see if you have an affiliate link down here. And I don't see one. Wait, yeah, you do. You got your Grove Collaborative affiliate link, and Avon affiliate link, and some stuff from Etsy. So, okay, so there are those. But if you have, you should probably get an Amazon store. You don't need to have 1,000 subscribers to get an Amazon store, but you do have that. But you should get an Amazon store so that when you talk about those different tools that you're using to organize in your fridge, when you do your how to organize your refrigerator video and you're giving them specific steps on what they need to do, you got some product down there that they can say, and if you want to check these out, click on the link in the description box, and they can click on that. Now, of course, we got to make it clear that it's an affiliate link, but then they can look around, and if they like what they see, they can make a purchase. If not, they can keep moving. But it's just a way that you can grow on YouTube. And while I am here, ladies, I forgot to say kudos to Clarissa, because she also has made her 1,000-mile subscriber mark. And I don't know if we recognized her last week for that, but she's got her 1,000 subbies. So throw in a circle up for Clarissa, and kudos to my girlfriend, because she got that 1,000-mile mark. And now she's going to have a community tab that she can start using. And then once she's sure she's got her 4,000 watch hours, she can get monetized on YouTube. But in the meantime, you should be monetized on Amazon if you can. So just think about it. So there was that. So I wanted us to look at this one. And now I'm going to go back here to her main channel. Let's see if there's any comments. So Kim, okay, so now Kim said she's working, and I'm looking at a camera, a tablet down here because I can see the questions. So excuse me for looking away. That's poor form, but I need to be able to see what you guys are saying. So Clarissa's thanking me for the advice. She likes some of the stuff she's seen. Kimberly said she's also working on a refrigerator organization video. And so there can be several people doing that. I mean, how many thousands of people are there? How many millions of people are on YouTube? And whereas we in this circle will frequently cross over and watch each other's videos, and some of the people in our subscriber viewer circle will kind of cross over and watch these other videos, but not everybody does. So you guys could do refrigerator organization videos. And if 5 of you guys did refrigerator organization videos, they would all be a little bit different because we are all individual people, and our own spin is what we would take to that particular message. So there's that. So now let's take a look at another one of Clarissa's videos. We're going to look at organizing my small prepper pantry. We'll look at that one. And, you know, again, we're not going to listen. We're just going to take a look at her channel. Look at the title, Organizing My Small Prepper Pantry, Kitchen Organization Series 2021. Now, Clarissa is rocking these titles. I want you guys to take notice. Now, when I pull out my little formula guide, there's how-to series, how-to titles, do's and don'ts, lists, adjectives like amazing, epic, best, number one, small. So she used an adjective, organizing my small prepper pantry. How many people have a small pantry and a small prepper pantry? And the Kitchen Organization Series is a playlist she has working. So she's using that again in the title. So we knew it. Now, let me just look for one thing. Now, Clarissa, one suggestion that I have for you, and I want you guys to remember, I am not a YouTube expert. I am just like the rest of you guys. I am learning stuff. I'm in the trenches with you, trying to grow this channel one subscriber at a time and increase my watch time. So especially now, so I can get some money for the mission, which is my Apron Diva apron shop. But as I learn things, I don't mind sharing them. And I'm thinking that you should have the hashtag Kitchen Organization Series 2021. Just take it. You've got that series going. And this is, I know it's the second or third video that I've seen in your channel regarding your Kitchen Organization Series. Claim that hashtag. Oh yeah, claim that hashtag. I would definitely do it. So there's that. So hashtag Kitchen Organization Series 2021. And then when people type that in, they're going to come up with your videos. Some other ones might, somebody somewhere else might also have something similar, but they're going to find you while they're there. So that will increase your watch time. All right. So what kind of comments did people make in this video? Great job. Great job. So this one right here, I think is huge. I'm trying to add a prepper pantry to my kitchen also. I have a small kitchen too. I'm happy to see how you are using what you have. So, Clarissa, are there other videos in the arsenal that you can do about small kitchen prepping or small kitchen organization? Or products you can use, you know, like for, or storage solutions for small kitchens, different things like that. Because the comment was, I'm glad to see how you're using your kitchen. The unasked question was, now what can I do in my kitchen? So you could do a video specifically for her. So, and when I said that, it just made me think of something. I was watching one of Sean's video sessions, and the particular person that he had on the show that day was talking about who they create their videos for. And the person said, well, I create my videos for her. And you say, well, who was her? Well, in this instance, her is Catherine Frazier. And she says, I have a small kitchen. I want to do a prepper pantry, but I need a small prepper pantry. So you need to do a video for her. Who is her? Her is Catherine Frazier and other women with small kitchens. So there's that. So now, Karen Jeter, who we all probably remember because she's been on quite a bit with us off and on, she's liking that over-the-door organizer that you're showing in your video. And so hopefully you've got a link to that over-the-door organizer for your affiliate links in there somewhere. Hopefully you've got that link or you can get one. And the other thing, and she's talking about nice storage containers, love those. So what other video can you come out? Like, what is the unasked question here is, what are some unusual tools or other items that I can use to store things or to find storage space in my home for my kitchen? That's the unasked question. And the other thing is, and you might have said where you got them, but you have to watch the whole video to find that out. But what if you did a specific video on organization ideas for small kitchens? Because here you're organizing your pantry and you're showing us, bringing us along while you do it. But now I want you to tell me what I can do. Now, that doesn't mean that you may not use clips from this video, because you'll probably do clips and you'll pull out, like these little baskets here. You'll show those, or you'll show these things over here, whatever. But you'll talk about those ideas, and you better talk about that labeling, because I'm looking at that thinking, is that like that label we saw that Organized Soprano did? And Michelle said that's a pretty expensive labeler. And I said, I want one of those. So yeah. So and that's another video I just thought of, how to label your storage solutions or whatever. Okay. So it sounds like Stephanie gave you some ideas. No, she's giving you kudos. Okay. All right. So cool beans. All right. So there's that one. So now let me stop. I'm going to go back here to StreamYard. So we did that one. Okay. We need to go to Rocky Mountain Gardens. Yeah. Add the hashtag to all those series. So, Ordine, let me ask you this. You've not been approved for Amazon? I would check Amazon. They're pretty easy to get approved for, but you do have to get some sales within a certain amount of time. But people are shopping all over Amazon right now. So it's one I would consider trying. Just give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to get that off so that I have to, let's see. So Rocky Mountain Garden. So we're going to come to Mary at Rocky Mountain Garden. So now let me share. There it is. Okay, it should be up there now. Okay. All right, there it is. All right. So now here's Mary at Rocky Mountain Gardens. And when we look here at her first two lines, welcome, my name is Mary, and let's create a lovely garden and home together, inspiring you with, not sure what she's inspiring us with, but we know she's going to help us create a lovely garden and home together. We got that in those first two lines. So you guys remember what I said about those first two lines in your about, on your about page. There's that. All right. So now we're going to take a look at her video. Huge thrift haul is what we're going to take a look at. January thrift 2020. So where is that one? Huge thrift haul. Let's go to videos. No, oh, here we go, right there. Huge thrift haul, January 2020. All right. So now when we take a look at this one, first of all, there's the title, Huge Thrift Haul. So notice that adjective, huge thrift haul. And then we've got the specific time frame where that is. And then looking at her description, happy 2021. I'm thrilled to share my latest home thrifted finds today in a very large haul. I think if I were you, Mary, I would have used huge haul or huge thrift haul somewhere, getting those first two things. And in some of the videos that we've seen that are doing very well, they reprinted the title in there so that you get all of those words up there in those first three lines somewhere. But right now, I want to look at the comment by Deb Stout. And this was a very first comment. So here she goes. She says, I would love to see a video on how to remove stains from vintage fabric. Now, you know I'm going to write that idea down, right? I'm totally writing that idea down. So let me just pause for a second while I write that idea down for me to do on my laundry lab. I have a page in here for where I write down video ideas. And one video idea, stain removal, vintage fabrics. Now, is that going to be a priority for me? No. But is it something that I'm going to try to get on my list at some point? Yes. Because why? Well, laundry and stain removal, that's my thing. And people have questions about vintage fabrics. They might have vintage decor or whatever. That's something that I could comfortably address. But Mary talks about vintage thrift hauls, and she showed some really cute doilies. Here, let me just show you. She showed some really cute doilies in this video. So how many times have you picked up something and there was a stain on it that you needed to remove? And was it this one that had the doily on the table? That might have been in Carol's video. I'm not sure now. I've looked at so many videos today that have thrifting. But if you look back there, she's got some doilies back there on the tabletop, right back there. So, and I remember thinking, oh, I like how she used the doilies in her decor. And so then there was another comment by Carol at My Blessed Nest who said, your bottles are pretty. I hope you show us after you put them up. And then she loved the aprons with the cherries on it. You know, I was definitely peeping on that comment where she loved the apron with the cherries on it. I had to go and take a look at that one. But she says, I hope you show us after you put them up. So now, what is the question? Well, the question is how to use these items in home decor. How not to have a cluttered house with thrifted items or something like that. But you get my meaning in that regard. And let's see. So there's that one. So now the other one that I wanted us to look at and see, and another thing about Mary is that when we talk about something, she makes a point at some time or another to start executing on those strategies. And so this video is called Before You Go Hostage Shopping, Watch This. I'm going to click on it.
That this means.
Now, if you remember, that was title formula number 5 on this list that I have called Before You X, Watch This. And she's got Before You Go Hostage Shopping, Watch This. Now, if I'm going to be buying hostas, you know, I'd have to check this out. I'm like, oh, okay, well, are there some particular things that I need to know about that? And then, so now let's look at Martha Yoder, who one of the very first comments she said was, now you've given me hosta fever. I like hostas, whatever. But the next question was, last year they got hit with a late frost. And the year before that, we had hailstorm damage. I would like more information on how to fertilize them. So I'll be watching for your next video. There are 3 nuggets, as my daughter says. There are 3 nuggets in here. Late frost. What do you do if you know there's a late frost coming? Well, if your husband, or if you're like my husband, I call him Mr. Weatherman because he's always checking the weather. Well, he's a fisherman, so he always needs to know what the weather is. So even when he's not fishing in the winter, he's checking the weather. So people should know if there's a frost coming. What do you do if there's going to be a late frost to protect your hostas? Mary, you got to tell them what to do. Do you cover them with some kind of tarp or something like that? Whatever. You need to make that video. That's number 1. Now, I'm not saying you haven't, but I did look to see if you had a playlist, and you had a gardening playlist toward the bottom, but there's that. The other thing was, the year before that, they had hailstorm damage. Now, I don't think there's much you can do about a hailstorm. I think you can try to cover them, but I don't know if it'll protect against the hail. But there might be something you can tell them. But her question was how to fertilize them. So video on how to fertilize hosta. And the other thing, somebody else, Jenna Blair, right here, says, I have many hostas and I've been dividing them and giving them to friends and family. I see a video on how to divide hostas coming. At least there should be. How do you divide hostas? How do you keep them alive to be able to share them? Something like that. So there's that. And then Mary Glidden, where is that one? Right here. Something about Malurganite and tips for how to keep the deer out, that kind of thing. So she said she's going to be looking forward to your Secrets to Growing Hosta video. And you do have a Secrets to Growing Hosta video, but I see a video right here, how to keep deer out of your garden, or how to use Malurganite to keep deer out of your garden, that kind of thing. So just kind of think. And and this one, are elephant ears in the same family as hostas? Now, typically, before I learned better, or I still will do this and then do the other, is I would just answer the question. Just answer the question. You just answer the question. Well, every question you answer is the video and can increase your watch time. That's all I'm saying. Now, for those of you that do garden, I'm going to stop sharing this for a second because I don't want to look at any more of her videos right now. We've got that piece taken care of. So for those of you that do gardening, we're in the middle of February. Most people start talking about gardening in March, in April, and depending upon the zone you're in, they may start planting. The New Orleans gardener, and I encourage all of you to take a look at the New Orleans gardener. She talks about gardening all year long. January through December, she's talking about gardening. Now, of course, New Orleans has a different growing season than we have here in Indiana or anywhere else like that. But she figures out a way to address gardening all year long, because there's times when they can't plant as well. So I should be thinking about, what am I going to be talking about gardening for my homemakers to get started with? I'm thinking about maybe something related to herbs and different things like that they can plant and have fresh herbs all year long, or at least once growing season hits, that kind of thing. So I think you can learn some good lessons from the New Orleans gardener, and then also from Laura at Garden Answer. She just had a baby. She had a little girl. But Laura talks about gardening all year round. She figures out a way to make it work. So Mary, I would encourage you to take a look at the New Orleans gardener, and Linda, tell her that I sent you, and just kind of see what nuggets you can pick up from her that you can apply to your channel. Okay. Because she's already talking about spraying and seeds and all that kind of stuff. And then those of you that like Miss Hart, the Hart Homestead Hart, and then Miss Hart and Mr. Hart, on Homestead Hart. She's been talking about gardening and that kind of thing for a while. So there's that. Okay, so now I can mark that one off. Let's take a look at her healthy home, because I told her we were going to talk about that tonight. Yeah, the New Orleans gardener is amazing. And even if you can't, like, I can't grow anything right now. We got 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground that has already been shoveled, that kind of thing. So you can get down the street and walk and all that. But we're expecting anywhere from 6 to 11 inches by Tuesday. So it's like we're not gardening anything right now, but I'm starting to think about the promise of spring and when can I, like, can I get this seed or that seed, or what can I think about that I can put out when the time is right? So just be thinking about what can you talk about with them. And yes, please give me a thumbs up, people. I'd appreciate that. Okay. So let's look at her healthy home. She's one of our newest sisters. She's only been with us for about 6 weeks. And she's a young mom. She's one of our younger homemakers. So this is her channel right here, Her Healthy Home. And she's the one that I told you guys earlier that just hit the 1,000 subscriber mile marker. See, she's just got a little over 1,000. So she just hit it within the past couple of days. And she describes herself as a millennial mom. I think it probably says old-fashioned I think old-fashioned habits or something like that. And when you take a look at her picture, you can see that she's very modest, somewhat old-fashioned as far as very modest dress that women wore when women were dressing more modestly in general. But so now let's go to her channel. And here she is right here. And you can tell right away what things she does. It says Her Healthy Home. Homesteading, homemaking, homeschooling, cooking, preserving, gardening, DIY, and decor. So you can see there's some of the things she puts up there, and all kinds of stuff. She like raises chickens and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted us to take a look at the page that came up. And so now we're looking here, and let's just look at her titles for a minute here. I'm going to go to videos. And let's just look at her titles. Christian Mom Meditation, God is Unchanging, Bible something. Look at this one. Understanding Herbs for Beginners, Identification and Uses. How to make ginger ale and beer, 2 easy recipes. Remember when we talked about those title formulas? Here we go. How to make this, 2 easy recipes. And if you need ideas on how to come up with those titles, take a look at Think Media. Take a look at Mary's Nest. Their titles are certainly textbook pictures of what a good title formula could be. Look here, Cook With Me plus Day in the Life, 2 recipes plus dessert. So look how she styles her titles. She's doing a good job in styling her titles. Now, one of the areas, though, that I think she is an area for growth is here. Now, I'm trying to think, how did I get that before where I could see all her videos in a list? Maybe, well, I don't want to mess things up, but let's go here. Okay, now this is her. I really like this title, Understanding Herbs for Beginners, Identifications, Uses. I would not put the commas in here, though, because that's going to indicate a break, and I'm not sure how YouTube might address that. I would just put Understanding Herbs for Beginners, Identification, Uses. I wouldn't put in the punctuation. But look at her description here. Thank you for checking out my description. I put all kinds of information in here. And she uses the same first 2 or this first line here in almost all her videos. So if I only get to see the first two lines in her videos, and this is what I see, I don't know if that's what this video is truly about. So Khadija, I would encourage you to work on that. That's certainly an area of opportunity for you there. But so this first comment by my Alabama farm life, working on my foraging and herb ID skills, it amazes me how much as a society we depend on medications when food should be our medicine. So now this little piece right here could be a video. Food as medicine. That could be something that she could address. Or if there's someone of you out there that does, a lot of things with foods, or I know, Michelle, you like to do like healthy foods and that kind of thing. That's something you could consider. Food as medicine, or in some way you could kind of come up with that. And then also she talked about foraging and herb ID skills. Now, I know you talk about identification and uses here, but do you talk about foraging itself in this video? If not, you could, even if you do, there could be a separate video on how to forage for herbs, a tutorial, or how to forage for herbs, some blah, blah, blah for beginners, or foraging for beginners, something like that, but a whole separate video. And the unasked question that I kind of saw as I was running through some of the comments was how to identify herbs more and then grow something. Grow something. Jeff had a comment that I wanted to talk about. Where is it? Oh, there he is. Grow something with Jeff. Lots of great information, lots of goodness from the earth. Just have to know how to find it and use it. So again, how to find and use herbs, or how to find and use the earth's goodness or bounty or something like that. But that was something that I thought of when I was looking at that one. And why everyday gardening, worm farm. There's somebody worm farm right here. This one, she talks in here about how the colors of the different food, the different herbs and things like that are communication tools for you. Like when you see a bug that's like bright yellow, like a yellow jacket or a bee, they're bright yellow because it means warning, caution, stay away, because they can sting you or hurt you. And our caution signs in traffic, well, she talks about how the different colors of the plants, the herbs, also can give you similar information. So I thought that might be a separate video in itself, I just thought that was very interesting. And then maybe another video on poisonous herbs, or maybe that's too negative. Oh, and then Love a Day, right here. Love Ladies Gardening Project talked about different herbs, and I thought she said something about bed covers. Maybe it wasn't her, but one of them talked about bed covers, meaning things to cover your gardening bed with. So that might be something that you could also do a video about. And then there's another, I know what, you probably changed, I probably changed videos. I did. That's what's happening here. I'm like, okay, why am I not finding these comments? But this video is, let me go up here. Gardening plans. And see here again, where she's talking about getting ready for gardening for 2021. I just don't see the video now, but I saw it earlier. But she talked about her gardening plans for spring. Oh, right here. Ha! Garden plans 2021.
That's a bit.
So, and notice she's got chickens. Isn't that so cool? But this is the one where lovely ladies gardening talked about her bed covers, meaning bed covers for the gardening beds. And then Old Reading Farm, where is it? Talked about loving the trellis in the in-ground area. So now those are videos that you could talk about how to build a trellis. You could talk about what to grow on a trellis, what plants grow best on a trellis, flowers, that kind of thing. How to raise chickens. I'd be very interested in how do you raise chickens, that kind of thing. And in one of them, I think she was gathering eggs. So how do you, like I've never gathered an egg in my life other than from Kroger. So it's like, how do you go about doing some of that kind of stuff? So city people like me would be interested. So those are just some ideas that I thought might be interesting to do. So I think, let me stop sharing this and come back here. And so Michelle is asking, how do I keep track of all this info? Do I write ideas in a notebook like after you post a video and read the comments? Yes, I have a little notebook like right here. And what I use is like when I read the comments, if I see an idea that speaks to me, I just make a little note about it and then put it on the list, and I'll try to get that video made when I can. I have not been very good lately about getting my videos done as quickly. For some reason, I just seem to be slower. And then I'm kind of drawn, like if I'm over here working on stuff for Apron Diva, that I'm not editing video. I started working on editing the video last night, and then my software was going crazy. So I had to call my son and ask for help and how to get that sorted out. Well, by the time I got that sorted out, I was so frustrated. I just went to bed. So I struggle sometimes right now with being more productive in that regards, but I do have a list. And then one thing that was really helpful for me was I created a list of like top 10 video ideas for January, and then a top 10 video ideas for February. And I go from my list here, or it could be from ideas of things that I've already shot the videos, but they're in the can, so to speak. But yes, I go through those comments, and if I see something that pops out, I'm like, oh, I need to write that down. So Michelle says she's terrible about organizing all those ideas. And yes, Vamsi, I don't have anyone to help me with that organization, so I have to do all that myself. Okay, Carol, thank you. Carol's reminding me that it is 9:17. And then Stephanie is asking if anyone has spoken with Kenya lately. And you know what? I'm going to call her tomorrow. Kenya's been ill, and her grandmother died. And I meant to mention that last Sunday, and I forgot. So she's got a lot going on in that regard. So, but I'll call her tomorrow and see if I can get a hold of her and see if she's doing okay. I've not heard from Kenya about anything different. She gave us a date for when it was to go up. If it was to go up, I would anticipate that you could still put your videos up, whether or not there's a playlist available. If she's not been able to do any work in that regards, I don't know. But nothing is stopping you from dropping your videos if you've got them ready, if that's the date and time that things were supposed to go up. Okay. All right. right. So I think I've gotten, let's see, D Lovely Night is not on, so I'm not going to, probably won't be able to get to that one. Oh, I was supposed to do Organized by Darcy. Darcy's not on, is she? I don't think so. So, well, I'll try to get to Darcy and then we'll do D real quick. But let me just remind you guys again real quick about my upcoming apron shop at aprondiva.com. So if you want to get on, there's a link in the description box. And if you want to get on the list so that you can be notified when my shop goes live so that, you can take a look around and see what's what, be sure and sign up for that. Okay, so Kimberly has talked to Kenya and she's postponing the Lantern collab to mid-March. I'm glad you know that, Kim, because I didn't get that information from her. So I'm glad you said that. So, okay. Yeah, thanks. I should have thought to call her last week, but I didn't. So thank you for saying that. And I will put that information in the updated collab list, which I'll get in there tonight. So thank you for letting us know that, Kim. Appreciate that. Okay, so now we're going to go real quick. We'll do just one video on each of the last two channels. So, okay, so we're going to share the screen. Since I did post that we were going to look at them. One of them was Organized by Darcy. So we'll look at Darcy first. And so here's Darcy. Here's just the title page. And you can see right there, welcome to my YouTube channel, where you will find great organizational ideas, tips, advice, and. But we're not sure what the and leads to, but right there, you're going to find organizational ideas, tips, and advice, and she's Organized by Darcy. So you know her channel's about organization. So now let's look at her bathroom decluttering video, which is right there. And let's take a look at her title, 2021 Bathroom Deep Cleaning, Decluttering, Organizing Bathroom Series. So she's got an organizing bathroom series. So we know it's in that. And this is a 2021 deep cleaning. So we know that, this one is updated. Let's see what people are asking or saying. Okay, let's see. This one's asking about the garden, the bears, the cute bears on the towels, and organizing underneath the areas of the sink. So now, what are some video ideas from this message? And hi, Victoria H. I've seen her before, but organizing underneath the sink. Those are always big areas that we struggle with, keeping neat and organized and decluttered. So that's a video idea right there. Even though she did an amazing job on it, she could do a video on how to organize your under the bathroom sink area or something like that. And then just speak directly to her, meaning whoever the her is that's listening, about how to organize this particular area. What are some specific things you can use? Because on the video that we just looked at, she's showing us how she organized her bathroom sink. But I want to know how to organize mine. So I want her to speak to me so she could do another video on how to organize under your bathroom sink and then talk about ways to do it. Maybe some supplies or equipment or something like that, where to purchase things to do that particular thing. Okay, let's go. So in this one, she's doing a guest bathroom as part of her series. Let's look at a different video, though. Let's look at this video.
One afternoon, I went.
Okay. So this particular video, my prepper pantry, emergency preparedness, building a 3-month prepper pantry. So that's what this video is about. When we look here in the description box, we've got emergency food supply, My Prepper Pantry, My Prepper Pantry right there. Building a 3-month food supply. She's got that up there. So she's got her title in her description box is married. So that's good. And then this person's talking about food shortages that are coming, stocking up not only for myself, but buying extra for neighbors. So maybe right there, something out of that line, you could talk about creating a video where you talk about stocking up for yourself and others, or you could talk specifically about food shortages, because that's not what this title says, but you could talk specifically about food shortages or food shortages she's seen in her area or food shortages that she's read about, that kind of thing. Oh, I forgot to take Kimberly off of there. Sorry. I don't think I can do it here. No, I can't. I have to wait. Now this one talks about they bought a food dehydrator to dry vegetables, and then also the Dollar Tree is fantastic, etc. So now this video here, people could talk about how to dehydrate foods for your prepper pantry, or just how to dehydrate foods from the things that you grow in your garden. So that those are video ideas there. And then also Dollar Tree preps and that kind of thing. So those are some ideas that Darcy could probably come up with in her prepper pantry series. So we're going to stop sharing Darcy and we're going to come back to StreamYard. And then now we need to go to D Lovely Life. And that'll be the last one, because as Carol reminded me, we're getting toward the end of our time. So here's D. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Our lives completely changed when my mom suffered a massive something. I'm thinking probably a massive stroke, but it could have been a massive heart attack. Not sure. But you see how things get cut off in those first two lines. So you want to really try to make sure you get as much in those two lines, as much to make it as clear as possible. And then we come down here and we kind of see what are the videos that people are doing. So D is playing the minimalism game, and she's in that with Michelle. So let's take a look at this one. So decluttering challenge, we know what days it is. Decluttering with friends, day 8 through 14.
Really need anymore, so let me grab a couple.
And so now we're going to stop it there. And then here is her description box: the minimalism game, decluttering with friends, decluttering challenge. And she repeated this: minimalism game, decluttering with friends, and decluttering challenge, so that she made sure that what's in the title is in the first 3 lines of her description. So those two are compatible in some way. Now let's see what questions people had to ask. The old towel struggle is real. There's more guilt to getting rid of a rag than pretty much anything. And so you did a great job. So what is the unasked question here is, how do you deal with the guilt associated with decluttering? That's a video. Or maybe something related to like what to do with decluttered and donated items from your home. Like example, for old towels and things like that, the animal shelters like those because they use them in the care of the animals, and they never have enough old towels. At least that's what I used to hear. So that's a thought there. People talk about a Monica closet. I tell you what, I'm like, what is a Monica closet? I finally figured out it's a messy something. And I'm like, who the heck is Monica? And I think Monica was somebody from Friends, which I've never seen a single episode of. But I'm like, a Monica closet? But everybody uses that term. So maybe there's a video in there. What is a Monica closet? My Monica closet and how I tamed it, that kind of thing. See? Right there, Diane B. My vet takes old towels, that kind of thing. Let's see. What else is there? Now here, where the person is saying, I like how you talk to yourself. Should I keep it? I like this. I like this. I don't like this. I've had this for years, that kind of thing. So maybe again, how to declutter. What are the questions you should ask yourself when you're planning on decluttering something like that? That's a video right there. Right there. Okay, what else? What else? Candles, baskets on top of the dryer. Well, that Denise there is, oh, D Lovely, her name is Denise. Um, she's talking about getting rid of some memorabilia in this video. So that's another thought. How do you handle decluttering memorabilia? That's a whole other ball game right there. And getting rid of memorabilia and things like that is hard. So, all right, so now let's stop sharing here, which is, I don't think I shared this page right, did I? Um, well, I'm going to stop sharing that and we're going to come here. Did you guys see any of that? Did I not have that up right? All right. Well, I guess I hope you guys were able to see when I was sharing hers. Okay. Guys, I'm starting to wind down. So now here is my question for you guys. What video ideas can you come up with to increase your watch time and grow your YouTube channel? That's the question. Oh, somebody should have told me that they didn't see it. Oh, shoot. Well, do you guys want me to go back and do it, or did you hear enough? Did you hear enough when I talked about it? Okay. Do you want me to go back and show it? Let me know. If you want me to go back and show it, I will. Otherwise, okay. So you guys learned from the things I said. I can't believe I told you guys. Sometimes I goof that up. So okay, I'm not going to go back and show that. So I'll get that off the screen. And my question of the day then is this: what video ideas can you come up with to increase your watch time? Ask the question now. What video ideas can you come up with to increase your watch time based upon the kind of things that we've done tonight? So take a look at the comments that you're getting, and this time really examine them and see what nuggets you can take from watching those, from reading those comments. What are the unasked questions that you can go deeper with? And be sure and take a look at the video that's our inspirational video for tonight. Like I said, it's only 7.5 minutes, but as you listen to the discussion between the two men, you'll be like, oh, okay, I get that. So, all right. All right. Okay. So keep the, and as you work through, as you prepare for the next week, I'm going to leave you with, which is What should you start? What should you stop? And what should you continue? And I can really see that a lot of you have been taking those questions to heart and you've been doing some things differently on your channel, and it's making a difference. So, okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. We've been on longer than I intended. I tried not to go over an hour and a half, and we've been on longer than that tonight. And I apologize for that. I always plan too much to do in the time limit that I have. So I won't do that next time. All right. I will talk to you guys next time. Good night.